Why hello everyone, Spencer here, also known as Lego Dude 11, and in today's video, this is a brand new explanation video that I wanted to make for you guys this week, which is the first week of March 2023. Let's go! Woo-hoo! And this is March 3rd, 2023, more specifically, and if you don't remember last month of February, I'm not getting that wrong because I messed it up in my last explanation video by standing here. And I talked about my schoolwork. I made two update videos. I made one about my schoolwork, one about the Lego content here on the channel. If you missed those, I'll put them as cards up here or at the end of the video as videos you can click on. So with that in mind, I made those for you guys, and in today's video, this is an update on my content this month and forward. Not for the rest of the year, but for right now, because there's some movies that I enjoy. More specifically, the franchise of DC, the DCEU, or going forward, the DCU, the DC Cinematic Universe. Like the MCU, I'm an MCU guru, as my friends know. And as you probably know, I am. I watch everything Marvel, mostly Disney Plus, Star Wars. I mean everything Disney Plus and more. HBO Max and Disney Plus are like my two favorite streaming services actually. But with that said, DC has been a roller coaster throughout the years. I'm not going to be that guy that goes into the history of it, but let me just say right now, my favorite DC movies are with the Snyderverse movies are. The first Aquaman, or the first, I think this came out first, the first Wonder Woman, then Aquaman, Jason Momoa's Aquaman, I don't know why I need to explain that, and then Shazam. Now, James Gunn comes into the equation, and he makes, first was the Suicide Squad, which the first Suicide Squad was okay, it had some fun elements, but it was gobbledygook because of the director. Number two, he came in and made the first Suicide Squad, which was amazing. It's probably my favorite DC movie, but I'm biased because it's James Gunn. But the first Shazam is fun as well, but I'll get to that in a minute. So that he makes that movie. Then he makes the series Peacemaker on HBO Max. Amazing. Then we get The Batman in 2022 that I saw with my friends, made a vlog of it, made a review of it. It's amazing. Well, I made a review of the other two pieces of content, Peacemaker and the Suicide Squad. So we get those. The Batman is amazing. Allegedly, there's supposed to be a second one, and I hope there is, but if it's a first standalone thing, they actually did say they're making a second one. We don't know the villain, but it's happening in 2025, so I'm pumped for that. I cannot wait to see that, because I love that movie. With Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson, great people. Then we're getting a Joker 2. I like the first Joker, but it wasn't mind-blowing, like, oh my god, that movie was awesome. It was good, but it wasn't... I thought it was a one-and-done thing. Apparently it's not because of how much money it made. Yeah, money. But, alright. So, we get Wonder Woman 1984. That was a dud. A complete waste of time. Even in the pandemic, it was a complete waste of time. And then, after that, we get all these other projects that were good. The Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, and The Batman. Before that, we had three good things, Aquaman, the first Wonder Woman, and Shazam. Other than that, Snyderverse has been wonky. Well, Black Adam even came out, and I'm not a huge fan of it. I saw it with my friend, and there were some entertaining, charming moments, but overall as a movie, it fell flat. It made about the same amount of money as Morbius, the movie of all time. So, the movie of all time, Black Adam in the DC Cinematic Universe. Alright, so now we're coming up in March, this month currently. So, the next movie that they're doing is the sequel to Shazam, Shazam! Fury of the Gods. What is my experience, or what is my excitement for it? Kind of mixed. I'm kind of mixed on the entire DC Cinematic Universe right now for various reasons, and I'm going to tell you as to why. I am skipping out on seeing Shazam because I'm kind of skipping all the DC movies this year. And I'm going to allude as to why. I've heard people on the internet. It's never good to listen to people on the internet, but I have, and I will for the rest of the time. But I'm more interested in seeing the Marvel movies and shows, and I know people can yell at me like, don't watch that garbage. But you need to understand where with the state of DC right now, I cannot be a viewer of... Now again, Shazam has some promise. The new Shazam has promise because the first one was great, but I cannot be a viewer of this content that I go to, pay for, and go, well, this was mediocre. And then I pay for another thing and go, this was mediocre, and I wasn't satisfied. So there's two things to take into account here. One, I'm skipping ahead a little bit to the movie coming out in August called Blue Beetle. Alright, you have to understand. I was pumped for this movie. I love the actor they chose. I love the character of Blue Beetle. In the video games, they made a Lego figure of him. I don't have it, but they made a Lego figure of it. Two, the actor they chose is Miguel from Cobra Kai, one of my top 10 favorite shows out there, and it's even on Netflix, which Netflix is very chaotic. But I love that show, I love the actor, and I think it's great casting for the movie. But I've heard some people say that Shazam is not... This new Shazam movie is not to par with what the first one was. Now, that doesn't mean it's not going to be a good movie, but it's not reported to make the same estimates as the first one. Number two, Aquaman, that comes out in December, which comes out like 4 or 5 months after August, after Blue Beetle. People have said it's terrible and boring, and it's a waste of time. That, to me, as a lover of the first Aquaman, gets me not on board, which I don't want a movie to be bad, but I'm excited that I don't have to waste my time to go see it, because in December there's one other movie I want to see, Ghostbusters Afterlife. There's 2 other movies I want to see in fall and November, which are Dune and The Marvels, but if I have to sacrifice, knowing that another movie, meaning Aquaman 2 is going to, or Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, is going to be suffer from something, alright, then that means I can go see the other movie I want to see without having to wonder if I have to go see this other one. So that makes it a little bit more worthwhile for my time. Third thing is, well, I already mentioned Shazam and Aquaman, and the Blue Beetle. I was a little excited for Blue Beetle, but the Flash movie. This makes me so mad, because whereas I don't care about the character of the Flash, like, people are really hyped for this movie, The Flash. Okay, I'm excited that they're excited, but I can't be excited for the Flash movie. And if you're wondering as to why, I haven't really said this explicitly on my channel, but I've talked to my friend about it, and he sort of agrees with me. I can't get over the fact that Ezra Miller has done all this stuff, and he's not going to be at the press screening. He can't promote the movie. He can't be like, hey guys, come check out my movie. He can't do that for the stuff he's done, and I can't go see a movie with the guy that's done stuff like this. Now, you might be saying it's different because, like, there's these Amber Heard situation, there's the Johnny Depp situation, but that's different. It's just, to me, it's really different than what Ezra Miller's done, and I don't want to talk about what he's done, but I want to, even though Michael Keaton's in the movie, Ben Affleck's in the movie, General Zod's in the movie, the Supergirl thing, I can't do it, guys. I really can't. And I know I'm sounding like such a downhill bummer, but the thing is, for me, because of how long The Flash has been going into this thing, even if it does blow up for me, it's like this trying to be the Batman No Way Home type deal. It does not get me excited. Now, for some people, they're excited, great, but there's other movies I'm looking forward to, and when this James Gunn slate looks great, because James Gunn has a lot of knowledge with DC coming from Marvel in the superhero realm, that I think this slate that he's going to start doing in 2025 that they revealed looks amazing. But I cannot. I'll be watching that. Even the next Joker, even the next Batman, these Elseworlds type thing that got going on, animated projects. But I'm just going to skip out on these movies, all 4 of these movies. Watch, not the Marvels, what is it called? Not the Marvels, because that's Marvel. Shazam! Fury of the Gods, streaming, whenever it comes out streaming, I'm going to skip that. The week when that movie releases, actually, Shazam, this month, I'll have my Last of Us spoiler review, so I'll have a couple videos that week anyway, so yeah, stay tuned for that. I'll check that out on streaming. I'll definitely check out Blue Beetle on streaming, which is the movie I'm looking forward to the most here out of these 4. Aquaman, with the reviews it's getting, with the sources we're hearing, Maybe I'll check it out at some point. Definitely not in theaters, but maybe at some point down the line in the near future. And The Flash, who even knows if it makes buttloads of money. But I had to tell you what's going on with this. Why I'm not going to see Shazam. Why I'm not seeing these movies this year. It's not my... I love going to see movies in theaters, and it's not like I'm saying to my friends, don't go see these movies. Now, if they want to go see these movies, fine. But I can't. My biggest disappointment is The Flash, and hearing this about Aquaman is like, But yeah, Blue Beetle was the one I haven't heard anything about Blue Beetle. The only thing I heard about Blue Beetle was like a year and a half ago or so, is when they said, okay, we're going to scrap Batgirl, throw that in the trash, and put Blue Beetle not on HBO Max, but in the theaters. That's interesting. But I'm so concerned about, all three of the rest of these movies, Shazam, Aquaman, and The Flash. I'm not, because I heard James Gunn say that The Flash is going to be a great DC movie, one of the best. Over the Suicide Squad? I'll wait and see that for myself. But anyway, guys, what do you think about this? Stay tuned for my Last of Us spoiler review coming later this month. Other movie reviews, I will be going to see John Wick Chapter 4 and Dungeons & Dragons. I am pumped for those. And other videos coming this month, and then next month in April, I'll be going to see the Super Mario Brothers movie with my friends, so stay tuned for that. Lots of good stuff coming later this month. Mandalorian comes out this month, but that might end later, so that won't come out this month. But stay tuned for what I've got coming this month and later this year. I am super looking forward to it. I hope you stick around for the ride that is on the channel. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this video. Are you sad, disappointed? Kind of agree with me on the on my explanation here today. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me at Boba Fett Jedi Master. Instagram links down below. Don't forget to keep calm, play Lego. Peace out, bye everyone.